The cargo lift platform was jammed, its surface tilted at a slight angle and crusted with sand. He stepped carefully onto it, testing the weight. The old metal groaned, but held. The shaft yawned open beneath him, dark, cold, lined with corroded rails disappearing into shadow. He crouched low, gripping the edge of the lift and peering down. 20 meters at least, maybe more, until the frozen machinery of the sublevels. The ladder rail embedded in the wall was pitted with rust, but portions of it still looked usable. A fall here would crack his suit or worse, but staying on the surface would mean watching the oxygen tick down with no chance of relief. With a steadying breath, he swung onto the ladder. The metal was slick with frost and grit. His gloves slipped once, sending a jolt of panic through him, but he steadied and began the slow descent. Each rung creaked as though it might shear away, but one by one he lowered himself into the darkness. The air grew colder. His visor fogged faintly as the shaft walls narrowed, and the only sound was his breath echoing inside the helmet. Halfway down, something scuttled, sharp claws clicking on metal, then went silent. He froze, hanging from the ladder, listening. The sound didn't return, but the silence now carried a weight, like being observed. Finally, his boot scraped the frozen surface of the shaft floor. The sublevel opened before him into a wide corridor, walls lined with dormant conduit pipes and shattered light fixtures. Signs written in faded corporate stencil declared, Sector B, Refinery Access. The airlock leading deeper into the facility hung ajar. Its hydraulics bled dry long ago. Inside the gloom, faint glimmers of movement reflected in his visor's display, eyes or shards of ice catching what little light filtered down. The dragging sound he'd heard earlier echoed faintly again, somewhere ahead. His oxygen counter blinked. 52 minutes. Does he move forward into the refinery corridor, following the sounds despite the risk? Search this sub-level carefully for emergency power nodes or supply caches before advancing. Attempt to seal the shaft entrance behind him, buying time from whatever might follow.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.